From the mayor's office, we're talking now with Gloucester Mayor Greg Verga on this beautiful, as we record this, Tuesday morning in June. Mr. Mayor, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Rick. It is a great morning indeed.
It is. It is. It's nice. And, we've turned the corner, hopefully, with the weather. Memorial Day weekend, last weekend, kicking off summertime. And, of course, summer, very important time on Cape Ann and the North Shore in particular. Which leads us right away, I guess, to outdoor activities. And a lot of work has been going on throughout the city in terms of improvements and parks and that kind of stuff. So where would you like to lead us?
Oh, sure. Well, in no particular order, I guess we can start with the beaches. So it's been in the news lately. We've added some Moby mats and Moby chairs to Wingashiek and Good Harbor, just providing access to people who have mobility issues. We've got some great feedback from people. I'm glad we were able to use some ARPA money to add to the inventory of those items. So if you get to the beach and you need to use one of the chairs, chat with someone at the booth or the lifeguard, and they'll take care of you on that one. Just a little heads up, the plovers are back on Good Harbor Beach, so be careful. It's very important that we don't mess with them. It could impact our ability to use the beach. So please respect the birds, the lines, the roped off areas, and just give them their space.
You see where I'm going, mum, here. I'm not going to comment on that. So thank you for the update.
And finally, the beach reservation system is in its third season, and so far so good. We've added a couple new features this year. It's the Blink A. So if you're planning on coming to town, download the app ahead of time. No money at the gate. It's all reservations ahead of time online. So download the Blink A app. What we've added this year is on the calendar feature, there are little icons indicating the weather that's forecast for those particular days, assuming 10 days in advance, which is how much time in advance you can actually book. So if it looks like it's not going to be a great day, you can choose not to book it. But if for some reason you need to cancel, in the past years, we're not offering refunds. So what we're doing now is letting people bank the day so they can use it later on in the season. So if it turns out it rains or for some other reason you're not able to come, you've got that opportunity to bank the day. So
I want to mention one thing, if I could, Mr. Mayor, about those mobile mats. Is that what they're called?
Moby, like Moby Dick.
Oh, okay. There was one at Good Harbor. The one at Good Harbor last year ran from the snack bar down to the middle of the beach. And I found not only was it great for people who needed access, with wheelchairs and stuff like that, but it was also a relief from the hot sand for normal people. And so it has had quite an impact. So there are others going to other beaches. Is that the idea?
Yeah, there'll be 3 at Wingashiek, I believe. Sorry, Good Harbor, and at least 1 over at Wingashiek. And there'll be 2, I think, the same division of chairs for the Moby chairs.
Okay, thank you.
So anyway, so the beaches are open for business. So come on down, enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. Before you know it's going to be September. So come down and spend your money here in Gloucester. So let's talk a little bit about the parks. So today, actually, as we record on June 4th, is a ribbon cutting at the playground at Stage 4 Park. We've partnered up with the Rotary Club, Gloucester Rotary Club. And so we'll be there today to have they have their regular meeting will happen at the visitor center, and then we'll go over and cut the ribbon. So it's a great partnership we've had for many years with the Rotary, and with their help, with some ARPA money, we've done a lot of work at the playground area. But beyond that, as my administration has been really focused on Stage 4, primarily because we were heading into our 400th when I first took office, and we put in the Vietnam Memorial, which was turned out really nice. It's been a lot of veterans, every veteran I've talked to is really pleased with how it came out. Of course, we had the Young Legends in a partnership with the previous administration carried over to Vine, and got their hockey rink up and running, which is open to the public. Details, you can go to the DPW website to find out how you can get access to that. And Green Street, we recall during the whole consolidation of East Vets, what's now the East Vet School, the deal was that the Matos softball field would be relocated to Green Street. That's just about finished right now. It's been seeded where we want to get through this spring, summer growing season for grass, and it should be ready to use in the fall. It looks really good. I walked around there just last week. It's my old neighborhood, so it's quite different from when I was growing up. So check that out too. Well, from a distance because it's fenced off for now, but you can peek through the fence. And then at the old East Gloucester school site, a plan has been vetted and to add a soccer field and some other recreational items. That plan is available. The link we were going to send to you, Rick, to post so people can check it out, to the renderings. And we hope to have the building raised by this fall. I don't know how soon we'll get the project started. The funds kind of ran out, so we're working on how to fund the rest of it. But as we speak, the fire department is utilizing the old building for some training, which is a great opportunity for them to do that. And then the police department may do the same after the fire department's done. But the building will be raised, the lot graded, and then we'll add the field, soccer field, so playground equipment, etc., parking area. So that's going to be quite a thing too. So stay tuned for that.
Well, summer is upon us, even though the solstice is another few days away. Summer activities in Gloucester, Mr. Mayor, they really do extend from Memorial Day right through Labor Day, including the month of June, where the famous St. Peter's Fiesta takes place, when it takes place, I should say. And I've noticed that here in the first weekend of June, the platform for the altar has already been erected. So maybe just a comment on some summer activities that come to mind.
Sure. Well, obviously, the flagship summer activity is the Fiesta, and it's going to draw in, I'd say, tens of thousands of people over the course of the several days it's going on. So it is something to see if you're not from around here. Just taking a peek at that greasy pole is I'm not brave enough to do it, but I think it is ingrained in our culture. So I hope people come to town and enjoy that. We've got a lot of other stuff going on. The Cut has brought in a lot of really good bands over the last couple of months they've been open. Our restaurants we've got some really, really fine restaurants downtown, Rogers, Maine, and beyond. But another one that's for locals as well as visitors to do is the return of the farmers market. The Cape Ann Farmers Market sort of through COVID, wasn't able to sustain themselves. We tried to get them back when I first became mayor, and it just wasn't in the cards. But when the Cape Ann Farmers Market indicated they weren't able to get things up and running again, we reached out, my office, to the backyard growers last year, and they decided that they were interested. So on June 19th at 2:30, that will be the official start of the new farmers market. Backyard growers, the grocery, they call it, GROWCERY. So it'll be at Burns Field. So it's a better opportunity for people who aren't able to get over to Stage 4 where the previous one was. Centrally located. It's around some of our public housing, around some of our senior housing. So it's an opportunity for people who may not necessarily be able to access good produce to get it right there in their backyard.